got here is we've got the inlet from the gas field. So the gas from the field is coming in here, and we take a pressure reading here. It's 50 psi right now on that field. It's low pressure. We don't have all the wells open. So we come in, we go through a filter, and then from here, as you can see, it's going to run into the compressor building. So the gas is coming in here, that 4-inch line, and we drop it to a 2-inch line into the compressor. Here's the inlet of our compressor. It's a 3-stage compressor. Here's our suction pressure, first stage, second stage, and our discharge stage, third stage. So that gas is going to be pressured up from 50 pounds to a little over 1,000 pounds. That gas is going to come through the compressor, be pressured up. It's going to come into this knockout drum. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the gas, knock out any motor oil that's in the gas. We don't want that in our plant. So we're going to drop it, and then it's going to come through this third line, as you can see here. This is going to go out, and that's feeding our GTL plant. This second line is a fuel line, gas fuel. Coming from our plant, it comes in and it feeds the compressor. And this third line is an emergency shutdown, a purge line, send that gas to flare. And then here you've got GasTechno Mini GTL in a box. Again, these are all trademarked for Gas Technologies. And as you can see, we're talking about a 40-foot shipping container. So it's pretty incredible to put everything in that box. So we've got our feed gas coming from the compressor in here. We're going to go through, we're going to take a pressure reading. We're going to come up. This is a pressure control valve. We're going to control our pressure coming into the plant with this valve. We're going to meter the gas. We're going to pressure test it again so that we can regulate that control valve. We're going to come through here, and in here there is a connection right here that feeds. Let's talk about the liquids. So obviously this horizontal separator is going to separate gas from liquids. So coming out of this bottom of this separator is your liquid line, and it comes up here. This is going to drop pressure, this valve, from 1,000 psi to 20 psi. So out of this is coming our liquids into this flash drum, and it'll flash off when you drop pressure like that, 1,000 to 20. You're going to drop any other gas out of that liquid. It's going to come up the top here and get circulated back around and injected into our utility gas, but there's no gas that's being vented. We've got everything tied together. There's no vent lines or anything. So we're controlling all of our gas and lines. The liquids come out, they come up, they get metered here. They go through this valve. This valve opens and closes when it goes to dump for liquids based on volume here, and it'll go to sales right out this line right here. So here we've got our control room. Again, it's connected to the plant. Our process room, control room. This is our DC panel. It's got all of our DC controls, logic, everything tied into it. And this is our AC side for running the AC side of the plant. This is not on now, but these are security cameras. This is I can turn it on, but this will show you all security around this area. Covers the plant, covers the area, and we record 24/7 security on any movement. This is our control panel. Anyhow, this is how we operate the entire facility, is from this. And the goal is to get it automated so that we're able to run this plant remotely and not have to be in that control room 24/7. We're not there yet, but within another couple weeks we hope to have it fully automated, and and then in a month we'll have it optimized, and then we'll be ready for taking this technology to market. So what we've got here is we've got our oxygen feed line. You can see it's coming over, and then behind me is our 9,000 gallon liquid oxygen tank, our storage tubes. So we've got high pressure storage tubes, liquid oxygen. Here's our pump, liquid oxygen pump system. Go into a vaporizer. And then from the vaporizer, it's going to get turned into high pressure oxygen in a gas form. It's going to go to these high pressure tubes. It's going to get regulated out of those tubes to this line. And as I showed you before, if you spin around, this is taking it back to the inlet side of our plant. So that gives you a quick summary of the simplicity of the GasTechno process. At this point, we're looking for customers and a small select group of investors who might be interested in supporting some of the projects that we've already got on the books to move into, where customers are interested but would like us to operate a service business, and that's what our current business model is GasTechno service. So thank you very much.